Chris, does Kurt sound a little bit more comfortable himself? Does he sound more confident himself than usual?
Yeah.
Do you know that Kurt has his own statistic?
Oh.
Is that
what?
Is that why, Kurt? Is that why we're hearing you have a little bit?
That's not why. I've always been kind of comfortable in my own skin, but that never hurts when you can create your own stat, and it's a really cool stat.
Tell me about this statistic, Kurt.
What's cool about it is that when you're so intelligent that not a lot of people can understand what the stat is, right? They're like, hey, you guys won't understand this. Just trust me.
Yeah.
This is a vital stat, and it's very pertinent to what happens in the NFL. So yeah, I'm having a little bit of fun with that.
Okay, it's called what? Because I know you complained literally on live television over the weekend on Sunday that you did not have enough time to unpack what this statistic is, what the ingredients are to come up with this one number that you think is so indicative of somebody's efficiency or success. What is the stat, Kurt, and what goes into it? What's the Kurt Warner stat, Kurt Warner?
Okay, so the stat is what we call game-changing plays. It's a game-changing play stat. And so it's not about a person as much as it's about a team. And so it's about all the game-changing plays that happen within a game, which, are those things that, can be anything from a sack to a tackle for loss to a turnover to a big play, a third and long play, a punt inside the 20. So there's all kinds of factors.
You including punting? Punting goes into the stat?
Punters are people, too. So those are game-changing plays, the hidden yards within a game. And so we've created a stat that has all these game-changing aspects to it.
Yes.
Then we put it together for different teams.
Yes.
And you start to realize that the teams that have more game-changing plays are the teams that win more games. And that's the argument, like with the Cowboys, is they might do a lot of good things, but those game-changing plays is where they've always struggled. And so that's what happens when you lose football games. You play well, and the stats look good, but you don't make those key plays at the key moments. And so that's what the stat is. I'm trying to work on getting a board this week, Richard, so that we can explain it to the viewers, and I can explain it to you three so we can better understand what it is. But just understand it's a really good stat, and it's really telling on whether teams are going to be successful or not.
So it's not an individual player statistic. It is a team stat. It's about team.
And it is about team.
And so when a punt is kicked inside the 20, they get what? Like a check mark, or they get a decimal figure, or what?
They basically get a point. So we're looking at how many game-changing plays a team has on average week to week. Or if you're looking at two teams that played, and say a team that you didn't expect to win wins, you go back and look at game-changing plays. And oftentimes the team that wins has more of those game-changing plays, whatever they may be, right? Somebody doesn't necessarily look at a punt inside the 20 and go, oh, wow, that's a game-changing play. But it flips the field position. It changes the way an offense has to play football when they're inside their 10-yard line or inside their 20. And those are the little things within the game that a lot of people don't account for, yet I'm accounting for them, Rich.
Yes,
you can't account for everything, even punters. So punters are people too. You taught me that a couple years ago, so I'm applying that.
Well, you had me at hello there. So who do you know who leads the NFL currently in game-changing plays? Kurt?
I do not know this year, so I know. Well, again, we just kind of pulled it back in. It was only week 2. I'll look into that.
Okay.
But when you look back to last year, you look at teams. The Ravens were number 1. 49ers were up there. The Patriots, right? Even though they didn't play great offense, they were in the top 3 in game-changing plays. They win 12 games, even with a struggling offense, because they found ways to make plays in other places. So that just gives you an idea. Those teams that got 12 wins, 13 wins last year were the teams that had a lot of game-changing plays.
GCP, is that what we'll call it? Is that?
I like that. Okay, yeah, I haven't even thought about that yet.
No, look, Kurt, I'm all about branding and packaging here. I'm trying to. I also like leaving people in a better spot than when I found them. So this team's got is number 1 in GCP.
In GCP. Okay.
Right.
I'm gonna apply that.
So not only do I like this for many reasons. One, I like leaving people smarter. I like smart things. Okay. I like smart things that include punting. But most of all, this is making Michael Irvin jealous. And I love it. Oh,
and that's the best part of all of it, right? and the thing is that Irv will probably never be able to figure out what this is. So he'll be talking about this every time we mention it. He's like, what is that again? I don't know what goes into that. I don't know. He just will never be able to wrap his mind around it, which is even more beautiful.
The last time I saw him have a reaction similar to when he heard you had your own stat was when he saw Ray Lewis give his Hall of Fame speech using one of those microphones that come from his ear, right? Like one of those Madonna mics.
Yeah.
And he's like, how did he get that? I never got that. Like, it's the last time.
That was a beautiful moment. Caught on tape.
All right,
I love
Kurt.
it.